morning, Cardinals fans, and this time I actually mean that. Sometimes everyone needs a little positive reinforcement, right? 4 hits, 6 RBI with 2 doubles and a home run. Have a day, Cardinal. Wait, I'm sorry. No, actually, that's just Jose Martinez. I don't know if you've noticed, but Jose Martinez is pretty good at hitting baseballs. Like really good. Like exclusive company in baseball good. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more people talking about Jose Martinez in the coming weeks. As for the Cardinals, the offensive explosion that we have been waiting for finally happened at the expense of a pretty underwhelming Reds team and some relief pitchers that now have stories to swap with Mike Myers about their early major league impressions. Speaking of Myers, by the way, he's back with the team, at least for now, in the absence of Sam Tuvelala, who hit the DL with a knee problem. And Myers also got to pitch last night. It's a miracle. I mean, he still didn't get to come in until it was like an 8-run game and totally out of hand, but he did finish the game with 3 strong innings, so good for you, kid. The offense wasn't all on Jose Martinez either. In fact, he and Yadier Molina went back-to-back with home runs in the 7th inning. That's exciting. But long before that, the Cardinals offense threatened to do what it always seems to do. Stall right before things get interesting. With the bases loaded in the 5th, Jose Martinez walked to bring in the tying run. And that was it. In the 6th inning, Paul DeJong broke his hitless streak with a monster home run to the upper deck in left, and there was still nobody out. But that was it. Even the 7-run 7th inning could have actually been bigger. Reds reliever Zach Weiss followed up the back-to-back home runs with back-to-back walks to DeJong and Colton Wong, neither of whom are known for their plate discipline, if that tells you anything. Enter Tyler Rainey, who promptly walked 3 more. The Reds handed out 11 free passes to the Cardinals last night, and yes, eventually they took advantage of it. But against a better team, against a better bullpen, those bases-loaded walks aren't going to come quite so freely. The fact that Matt Carpenter's real offensive contributions last night were a walk and a sac fly kind of reiterates the point that Zach Gifford made over at birdsontheblack.com about Matt Carpenter, and the reality that he's kind of a 3-hole hitter who doesn't seem interested in actually hitting. In the spring, Carpenter made mention of the idea that he was changing his hitting approach, sort of going away from what he did last year that led to a lack of production and trying to return to more of what he did in 2013, which is when he became a revelation and really when the talk started about Matt Carpenter being the core of the Cardinals offense. That year, he wasn't just patient, he was also clutch. It seems so far this season, Carpenter might be stuck somewhere in between. I mean, maybe it's sort of on purpose. Maybe he's intentionally swinging less in order to retrain his brain and his muscle memory to be, well, less aggressive. The Cardinals won 13-4. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time complaining about whatever might be going on with Matt Carpenter in that sort of victory. However, I do think it's something to keep an eye on because I strongly believe that Matt Carpenter is and will continue to be the key to this potentially potent lineup going out consistently and scoring runs night in and night out. And not just against bad pitching. Speaking of bad pitching, Michael Wacha wasn't great. While at the end of the day, he went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, only 3 of which were earned, his line actually looks better than his pitching did. The comment of the night was that Michael Wacha kept them in the game. And that's true. I mean, he didn't get shelled. The Cardinals were still in it. But there can only be so many starters in the same rotation that just keep them in the game as opposed to giving them a chance to win. It might seem like splitting hairs, but just hear me out. Carlos Martinez and Luke Weaver have been the best 2 starters for the Cardinals so far this year. Each time they take the mound, I'm expecting the pitching to put the Cardinals in line for the win. With the other starters, at this point, I'm hoping that the pitching doesn't cost the Cardinals the win. It's a slight difference, maybe more semantics than anything. It doesn't show up in the box score. A win's a win, no matter how pretty or ugly it might have been. However, The bullpen, the offense, even the other starters in the rotation can only manage that little bit of extra pressure for so long before, well, they're keeping us in the game, becomes a domino effect that then changes that dynamic for everyone. That said, last night's outpouring of offense was pretty fun. And Marcell Ozuna had, well, maybe the catch of the year so far when he leaped into the stands to make a play on a foul ball. That guy's pretty fun too. I still want to see the Cardinals kick it into that next gear when they're in actual close games. You know, that competitiveness that's going to push them over the edge. But for now, I'll take this step. The next step is not scoring one run tonight.